from three-pointer. Got it! Royals and the Assumption Royals are the state champions here in 2021.
All right, welcome everybody to Mazomania, Wisconsin. Regional final soccer here today. Regional final. I believe a plaque will be given today. That's why we're here. We love seeing the trophies. Jason Zaleski alongside Lucas Hoheisel as we bring you Division IV girls soccer today. And it is the number one heavily favored Wisconsin Heights Barneveld Vanguards and the underdogs, the 4 seed, the Assumption, here today. And that is our story as we start today's broadcast. Wisconsin Heights Barneveld, winners 10-0 on Thursday over Madison Country Day Abundant Life Christian St. Ambrose. It's all one team. And Assumption 6-0 winners over Richland Center on Thursday. That one, both games cut short. The Vanguards cut short due to score, and the Royals cut short due to lightning. Not by a lot, but 10-0, 6-0. Everything was well in the books at that point. But again, yeah, the number 1 seed, the very heavily favored Vanguards today, the underdog Assumption Royals, making the trip all the way down here to southern Wisconsin to take on the top seed Vanguards. Everybody expects Wisconsin Heights Barneveld to win today, so yeah, we showed up to see that, or maybe an underdog Royals win today, and we'll find out. Got starting lineups turned in by Assumption. The favorites, they don't need any starting lineups. They didn't give anything to us. So here we go. It is the Royals. In goal is Kate Ethan, a senior, and the 10 Royals aside from Ethan are these: Maria Hartley, Grace Dolan, Molly Steinley, Kayla Kirkman, Olive Wilson, Izzy Youngworth, Kendall Dillman, Clara Kubis, Bree Sullivan, and Sadie Donahue. And the Assumption Royals are coached by Jim Wendels. Wisconsin Heights Barneveld Vanguard, coached by Bartlett Holmes. Again, Jason Zaleski and Lucas Hoheisel here. Made the trip down. Very sunny day. That's good. Plenty of wind. That's good. Wind blowing right at us. So as they're walking their lineups out, the wind is at their back in a more powerful wind by the minute, blowing at us here. We got about 2 minutes before the start here today. We'll have our first commercial break and be back for the start of this Division IV regional final right after this.
Get a jump start on college or speed up your degree with a transferable class from Mid-State Technical College this summer. There are 130 classes to choose from, online or in person, taught by instructors who are experts in their field. Get info on the Mid-State Technical College summer classes at mstc.edu.
Roof Tech LLC specializes in commercial roof coatings and spray foam. Roof Tech also services the entire state of Wisconsin. That's right, from La Crosse to Milwaukee, Eau Claire to Green Bay, Superior, Marshfield, Kenosha, Madison, Sheboygan, and everywhere in between. Roof Tech uses superior systems that can fully restore just about any roof in Wisconsin. Roof Tech is offering modern solutions for your roof's data dilemmas. See Roof Tech online at rooftechllc.com or Roof Tech LLC on Facebook. All right, Royals Vanguards about to begin here. Again, Jason Zaleski alongside Lucas Hoheisel, the number 1 seed, the very heavily favored Vanguards of Wisconsin Heights Barneveld, and the underdog Assumption Catholic Royals. And the clock starts, and Royals will possess, and we are underway here at Mazomania High School. A very nice campus here, and the scenery, you can't beat it. The hills in the background, cornfield just on the other side of the benches, farm. It's quintessential Wisconsin, Lucas. That's what that means. Royals will send out that one, booted by Donahue, and a throw for the Vanguards. So yeah, you got to go pluck the ball out of the cornfield when you do that. That's where it went. It's fun. I mean, I'm laughing out of just sheer joy of seeing it. Again, no starters given to us by the Vanguard, so we're going to try to get acquainted with these girls as we go. Samantha Hurling runs this one down, but not able to keep it in. And the throw for Bree Sullivan, headed up by Hurling, and ball contested for in the midfield. And ball won by Kubas. And now Kubas will cycle back and look across for Steinle. Now sends a long ball for Wilson, and Wilson will chase it down. The Vanguard defense will usher that ball and keep it in. Nice job there. Now they still able to keep it in. Long look across the field here. We are ground level today. And I see our clock counting down. See that sometimes. Most of the time it counts up. Of course, at all levels above high school, that clock will count up, but we count down here in the first half, and you see that score on screen. Nice job there on ball by Kayla Kirkman. Now Kirkman sends it forward, looking for Wilson. Chased after by Steinle and pulled away by Hannah King. Now King up ahead, it comes to Hurling. Samantha Hurling. We also have a Brianna Hurling in green today. Now again, here's Kirkman, and a long one sent up there for Dolan. Dolan will chase it down. She'll battle with Redemund. Ball bouncing in the box. Biggest threat put on by the Royals here so far, and it'll be a throw for the Royals. Pretty good action here so far. And ball again plucked out of the cornfield, and Wilson will bring it back in. Shake. It was National Corn on the Cob Day yesterday, so I guess that's appropriate. No cobs yet. Corn's high enough anyway. As this will be Steinle to bring it across. Yeah, we've got the roster. We'd like the starters, though. That Assumption gave us theirs. That's usually fairly customary to get the starters before we start. All right. So, well, he's listening anyway, whoever it was. Somebody stopping by the broadcast booth already, asking if we had the names. We do. We just don't know the starters, but we see them out there now. And whistle blows. It'll be a foul on the Vanguards and a free kick coming up for the Royals. And a long 2-hour drive. Royals bus rolled up here at about 11:45. Everybody piled out and started warm-ups right away. Here's Dillman now. Dillman works just inside the box, and this one a bouncer that is handled in goal. Vanguards folks, who's your goalie here? We didn't get any starters for your team. Who's your goalie? Schaefer is your goalie? Emma Schaefer, thank you. Yep, go ahead. So they're going to see if we can get those sorted out here. This one will be rolled right to us. It's a souvenir in baseball, but here you toss it back in. Now Sullivan, and Sullivan in it comes to Kubas. Kubas turns, takes a look in, now dribbles it across, and continues her dribble. Now 2 come on, so she'll release the ball, and here's Steinle. Steinle left foot. Down it comes to Dillman. Dillman works on the corner and looks back up to Kirkman. Thank you, sir. It's a big help. Thank you. Now here's Teelan Holmes. Taken away in the midfield by Youngworth and sent right back down.
Orthopedic Surgeon.
Royals looking to press tempo here. They've got
I actually am a Spanish major.
Offense on their mind here in the first half as we're 5 minutes in. No score here from Mazzamani. Mazzamani.
If you can relate
I
to
like Mazzamani, and this one will roll out to be a throw for the Vanguards. Again, wind blowing right at us here today.
How to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason. You're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in.
What do we have, Lucas? About 30 minutes before we started, we had our canopy blow away.
You always feel like you need to travel to get a
the wind has not
fish fry
subsided.
or to
Now
get
Hartley,
prime rib on
and
Saturday,
Hartley
but
battles.
Really here we have everything under the same roof.
Centering pass for Payne, Kira Payne.
Frankly, is rated
and the Royals defense right there to strip it away and knock it all the way back towards the Vanguard's bench. It'll stay in play.
How we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated.
Now settling it is Payne in the midfield. We'll scoot it up ahead to Bartlett, it appears, and offside is the call. Vanguard's offside. And as soon as she turns, we'll let you know who it was. Looks like 10 over there, Gwen Childs. Childs getting a little bit anxious, trying to get a nice run. She had a nice run, just a little bit too nice. Now we see Kate Mitchell. Mitchell sends up ahead again. Royals are ready for it. That was Donahue sending it forward. This one will be taken by Steinle. Steinle now will work the ball forward and didn't get a great foot on it, but enough to matriculate the ball down the field. Now this one's sent all the way down. It'll be run down by Youngworth. And soccer doubleheader at ZalewskiSports.com today. By the way, if you're watching, and I see a number of you are, now is the best time to tell your friends, neighbors, and strangers live free sports are on Zaleski Sports right now. And a foul will be called there. Free kick coming up for the Royals. Let them know how you found us because you're watching some of these girls out here. You know people who know these girls, and they'd love to watch too. So let them know that we're on right now. Send them a message. Also got Rhinelander at Marshfield, and your normal voice, Steve Maves, made the short trip up to Marshfield. Lucas and I decided we were going to go for a car ride today. It took the 2-hour drive from Marshfield area down here. And substitutions coming on. A quartet of Vanguards coming on. And just one for Assumption. Gracie Johnson will come in. She wears number 12. Again, the 1 seed, Wisconsin Heights Barneveld Vanguards. Then the 4 seed, Assumption Catholic Royals here in this regional final, Division 4 regional final here this afternoon. Got just 8+ minutes off the clock. Neither team with a corner yet. Neither team with a... Well, Assumption does have 1 shot on goal. So Royals 1 shot on goal. Now Royals on the move here. And still dribbling with it is Steinle. Steinle fires and will be gobbled up there by Emma Schaefer. Steinle fired from about 25 yards out. Handle there in the mid by Bree Sullivan and sent up ahead. Here's Dillman on the run. Dillman will head down the near side, turn back in, take a look, and find Steinle. Steinle in the box and tripped coming through, but they say incidental, and we play on. No foul called there. It's always in the box when there's players falling, sprawling to the ground. That's a tough call to make every time. You want to make sure it's exact. If you're going to call a PK, you want to be 99% sure that was the intent. As Dillman now will chase down the corner, send in with her left foot, ball bouncing in the box, and will be steered away by Hannah King. And a throw for the Royals. It'll be Bree Sullivan. Sullivan in it comes. Turn there is Kubas. And Kubas in the box. Ball again is swept away by the Vanguards. And very, very comfortable day out here. It's full sun, but about 83 degrees. And again, the Royals, back they come, 3-on-3 developing, and this one sent long for Dolan. Dolan will chase it, and it'll be brought by Emma Schaefer. She comes out of goal. Nice job there by Schaefer to steer that one out of danger. Again, though, Royals pressuring in the midfield as they look to work in their offensive third here in this first half, as we've played 10+ minutes here in half number 1. No score from Mazamani. Ran down by Zoe Acker. Acker, one of those subs that came in a couple minutes ago. And a throw for, well, hang on now. They're going to say a throw for Assumption. Okay. deflected in the midfield by Steinle. Steinle pokes it up ahead, now runs through and around. Up now to Dillman. Dillman with a run. It'll be chased by Herling. And Herling will turn, and it'll be a throw. Nice job there as the Royals again with pressure. Kirkman in towards Dillman, and a corner. And our first corner here of the afternoon comes to the Royals. That one last off the head of Brianna Herling. So the Royals corner, that'll be Kayla Kirkman to kick it. And in it comes. I don't know if we can see all the way down there in the corner, Lucas, but if we can in the future, then make sure we do. So it'll be another corner. Is that one last off of Green? So Kendall Dillman now from the far side with Korn behind her. Now Dillman looks in. Here comes the right foot on back-to-back corners. This one is swirling and in, and the Royals strike first as Kendall Dillman, I don't believe that was touched by another Royal coming in. And Assumption Catholic leads 1-0. The underdogs up early on the road here in Mazomanie. As we wait for the reset, we'll skip one more. That's a long one there, Lucas. We'll save that one for halftime, that commercial. Go to the next one, please. We'll let Lucas cue up the next commercial here. We'll give you some commercial breaks in between. But, yeah, Dillman and the Royals score here. That goal comes about the 12th minute. We'll go over at halftime and get some official stats as there are no announcements here. Now Dillman with another run. Dillman up ahead, now tracks back and sends it back for Kirkman. Now Kirkman dribbles through. Kirkman twisting on top of the box, and now we'll send it to her right. This one's sent in by Kubas. Ball bouncing in the box. Ball still alive there. And here is, just wide is Grace Dolan. And it'll be a corner, I believe is what they're saying. It was, nope, it is a goal kick. All right, we'll hear this from our sponsor. Be back. It's 1-0 Assumption.
Weinbrenner Shoe Company has been manufacturing Thorogood footwear and developing careers right here in central Wisconsin for 130 years. And we are expanding. Weinbrenner offers on-the-job training, family-friendly hours, and a safe environment with unlimited growth potential. Join our team and produce some of the last made-in-USA footwear in the world. Learn more by visiting WeinbrennerUSA.com, an equal opportunity employer.
All right, thanks to our friends at Weinbrenner for helping to sponsor today's broadcast. Again, it is Assumption Catholic 1 and Wisconsin Heights Barneveld 0 here as we play with 31 minutes left in the first half. And flag is up on the far side. He's attempting there. Now it's seen and ruled out on the Royals. It'll be a throw for the Vanguards as a correction was made on the far side. Sullivan trying to get that out. Her defensive line mates were shouting out and finally able to get it out. Throw comes in quick from the Vanguards. Turning at the top is Holmes. Holmes will send it back, and that one defended by Steinle, and then the foul is called on Steinle. It'd be a free kick coming up for the Vanguards. Hannah King with the free kick. That comes here in the 15th minute. So King with the kick, a wall of 2 for the Royals. King lofts and sends it towards Highway 14 and out of play. So again, Royals get the goal from Kendall Dillman, and they lead 1-0 here. Just over 29 minutes left in the first half. And Jason Zaleski, Lucas Hoheisel making the trip down here to the south for you. Make sure everybody back central Wisconsin that wants to watch can watch. And again, make sure you let folks know. There's others that are out there that may have forgot or thought maybe it was a later start or just plain don't know. And they know some of these girls out here, so let them know. The game is on, and the Royals lead 1-0. Lucas, I just think of the highlights we'll make tonight. It's just such a cool background. It's just something you just don't see, but we see it here as Kirkman now through the midfield. Kirkman still working her way through and finally taking off the ball. Nice job there as Brianna Hurling comes away with it. And then a whistle blows, and our official's going to talk to both of those girls. Just give a small, slight reminder on style of play. And it'll be a free kick for the Vanguards. Here's Hurling now with it, and we'll send it. That one chested by Steinle in the midfield and settled down, taken over by Acker. And a throw, it'll stay, possession will stay with the Vanguards. And Lucas, I say it's a comfortable day, but we're here in the shade. That seems comfortable to me. I didn't readjust my phone. I know we rolled in here, it's at 81 degrees. We rolled in here at just about 11:30. So it's somewhere plus 81 right now. As coming all the way out of goal is Ethan, and Ethan will scoop it up, and a goal kick for the Royals upcoming. Save this one until halftime. It's just too long to play during these short little breaks. 27 minutes and change left here in the first half as Kubas looks up, and it'll be Sullivan. Sullivan will send it, and a run for Dolan. Dolan will chase us down the corner, and way out of goal comes Schaefer. Dolan turns back, and that one scooted out to be a throw for the Royals. And subs coming in, so we will let those subs come off. A throw for Assumption Catholic. It'll be Dillman with the throw. Good minutes there by Gracie Johnson as she comes off. Now Dillman with a throw in towards a streaking Kirkman, and misfired, and a header there by Steinle. Poked away by Youngworth, and now Youngworth takes a look, and we'll bring it back to the inside now and shuffle it ahead. Here comes Steinle back to work. Steinle head of steam, and collision in the field, and we play on, and then stripped away by Samantha Hurling. Here's Childs now working back to the middle, and Childs will leave it there for Payne. Back to Childs. Now here's Hannah King with it. Down the opposite side comes Tila. Good possession here for the Vanguards. And a tackling attempt there by Dolan. And whistle goes on Wisconsin Heights Barneveld. So a free kick coming up for the Royals. 25:50 left to play here in the half. Kara Payne, her bench, shouting turn. So turn she does, and be a throw for the Vanguards. Throw on the far side. And the ball will roll and be a goal kick, or are they going to rule a corner here? Well, they're going to rule a corner, so a corner coming up for the Vanguards. Ethan thought that was going to be a goal kick. And it was originally signaled by the official on this side. But now our main official says, nope, that it was deflected. I saw it, and I made the call. And his calls are official here today. So this will be King to send it in on the corner, and ball headed up and out by Steinle. And then booted all the way here to the far side. The Vanguards could let it roll. They don't, though, and instead it's Hurling to send it deep into the corner. And neatly defended there by Bree Sullivan. and the Royals. Quickly, the Royals go to work. Dillman into Kirkman, and that one sent out by Kate Mitchell. Back comes Dillman and the Royals. Sullivan called for it and sent it into the pole vault pit. Sometimes that's what you got to do. This will be Brianna Hurling to throw. A couple of subs come in for the Vanguards. See Anna Gieshert and Zoe Acker back in. Now here's Hurling on the throw. Throws it deep. And a free kick coming up for the Vanguards. Again, this will be Brianna Hurling to handle it. Hurling looks up and releases. This one sent all the way and through, and there's Kate Ethan at the end of it to gobble it up. Got a nice effort, nice kick by Hurling. It really was a nice free kick sent in. So one tumbles on the far side for the Royals, and another one falling. And we do get a foul. We're going to have a stoppage on the clock here, and a foul has been called, and we may get a card here as our official is calling for a water break. Okay. All right, water break here, full-size commercial, Lucas. Now we'll hear from Wisconsin River Orthopedics and Dr. Dillman, and be back to Mazamani right after this.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number one. Number two is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates. And our outcomes are much better.
When you get moving again, be safe and ready to go. Use your stimulus or tax return to save up to $150 on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires. At Sherrill Tire and Service Center.
Get your car done right.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli, bacon, cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118. All right, back to Mazamani. And big thanks to our friends at Premier Realty Group. Get a hold of Matt Tranel and all the rest at Premier Realty Group. Mr. Becker over there, Mr. Tranel, and all the rest. Handle all your real estate needs, whether it be residential, commercial, what have you. Estates, land, the whole works. Premier Realty Group, right there in Wood County. Ready to help you. And thanks to Premier Realty Group for coming on and making sure you get to watch live, free sports right here at Zaleski Sports. Shout out to the Jaglinski family watching back in Wisconsin Rapids. Somehow watching and not playing basketball, or if they're watching and playing basketball at the same time, whoa. They may have finally taken some time away from the basketball court. Maybe. But shout out to the Jaglinski family watching back in Southwood County. And over in Marathon County, big big shout out to our friend and yours, Dan Ross, and get well soon to Danny. Those of you that know Dan, he can be a pain in the rear end at times, and maybe a little case of one coming back at him here to set him straight. But get well soon, Danny. We need you back on the microphone, man. A lot of disagreement from both benches right now, and that's old adage in sports that when both teams are unhappy, it's being called fairly. Being called both ways as Kirkman, big run here for Kirkman. Up ahead is Dolan. A nice job defensively for the Vanguards as they get back. Now Dolan top of the box. Dolan goes to work now and will lose. She tried to step over. A nice job, and a foul is going to be called here on Molly Steinley. It was a nice job there by the Vanguard defense getting back and not giving any room for Dillman and Dolan to go to work. So give credit where it's due. The Vanguard defense that time able to get back and get into shape, get ready to go as Royals quick to the ball here. And the initial thoughts here in the first half. Again, Assumption 1-0. A Kendall Dillman goal at about 10 minutes. And we'll go over to the scoring tent at the half and make sure of the timing and make sure there wasn't an assist or make sure there wasn't somebody else's foot there. I saw it was Dillman on a corner, and I didn't see any other Royal touch it. That ball bounced a couple times and went in the back of the goal. We'll go at halftime and see what the official scorer has to say about it. And big thanks to our athletic director here, Andrew Pickett, for making us comfortable here today. There's action now right in front of us as Sullivan with a throw. Ball bounces over to Dolan. Dolan, and again, defensively, Alicia Rettenmund has done work here. And I'm all about giving credit where it's due. And Rettenmund wears number 5 there in green, and she's put a lot of stops to Royals' efforts here. It's a handball called on Assumption, so a free kick upcoming for the Vanguards. 19-20, as you see on the bottom right of your screen. Left to play here in the first half. Assumption leads 1-0. And this will be a throw here for Acker. Again, the wind really starts to howl here mid-afternoon in Mazomanie. I think we're in Sauk County. I'm not sure. We just started driving down the road and let our nose lead us to soccer. But we had to adjust it for corn. So we had the special soccer corn blend on to get our directions down here today. It's a premium blend that not many can achieve, but every once in a while you can get it tuned in right. But it is. I mean, it's quite a backdrop here. It's in a lot of ways it's. I mean, the facilities are what they are. You can't change them. So, in a lot of ways, you'd maybe want to be playing somewhere else. But I'll tell you, I don't know if you can get a better view today than this. And we're playing a really competitive soccer match here as well. 18-20 left. As the underdog Royals, they 1-0 lead here early, and I think they're going to call another handball here. So Clara Kubas got it a little bit too far down the arm, and our official will back up our kicker, and it'll be a free kick for the Vanguards. This will be sent in by Kate Mitchell. So Mitchell takes a look in and sends it long, and that one off the knee of the Royals defender and then sent long. 2-on-2 developing for the Royals. A nice job there again defensively. That back line, that time Emma Ray Kalshoyer did a very nice job, and nice feed up ahead. Here's Dillman going to work. Dillman inside the box. Takes a look with the right foot, now goes left, and that one was poked away. And again, that defensive line for the Vanguards doing a great job. That time again, Brianna Hurling. And a little bump from behind. That's too much, our official says, from Kate Mitchell. Be a free kick for the Royals. It'll come with about 17 minutes left in the half. Kick will be handled by the freshman, Kendall Dillman. And we'll be under the 17-minute mark here in the first half by the time Dillman is able to unleash it as our official's going to back up the wall of 3. So 3 Vanguards on the wall as Dillman looks in just outside the box. Here it is from Dillman, and twisting, and nicely done there by Emma Schaefer. Schaefer's been good today. Ball battled for in the mid, and there's Hurling now, and Brianna Hurling will send it deep. And a run developing for Gwen Childs, and it'll be defensively sent out by Youngworth, and Childs going to run it down the corner. Youngworth will follow her to the corner. Now Youngworth able to poke it free and send it up, and this will be a looping kick handled by Ethan. 29, Tealyn Holmes with the kick. Tried to loop it, tried to arc it behind Ethan, but Kate too wise for that. Now Dillman will chase, and it'll be sent out by Hurling. And Dillman there with a throw. We've got 1 Royal coming in, and as that happens, we'll hear from the Granite Shop.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
All right, back to Mazamani on that throw. It was said that Dillman not keeping 4 points of contact, so throw given back, and now Dillman takes it right back. Dillman now top of the box, right foot, and will be a diving save by Schaefer as that hit off the bottom of the elbow of Emma Kalshoyer. Yeah, Paul Jaglinski feeding me with jokes that I will not repeat on air, not because they're not airworthy, they're just not good. It's bad jokes. Give me something I can deal with, Jags. I can't. I'm not going to get the job done. Do better. Shout out to everybody watching back in central Wisconsin. Pretty good contingent here from Assumption, as they were actually probably right in their way, but they'll have a better look in the second half as Kirkman's attempt is solved by Schaefer. A couple small sets of bleachers behind us, and those that opted not to bring their own chair are in the bleachers, but they'll have they've got a nice view. They'll just have a perfect view of Assumption offensively in the second half. They got a nice view now. Could do a lot worse than where they are. Looking up ahead now is Rittenmund, and now we'll send it, and collected there by Youngworth. As 2 teams battle for possession here in the midfield. And quickly coming up is Hartley, and will send it into the corn. So throw for Rittenmund. And we see Gracie Johnson come back in for the Royals. 32 is Taylor Henningfield for the Vanguards. Now here's Hurling, wheeling and dealing, sends in for Childs. Now Childs will stop, work back to the top of the box, and has that one stripped away. Up it comes now to Johnson. Johnson up ahead to Dolan. Dolan with a run down the far side. Again, defense packed in for the Vanguard, so they are back in time and ready to defend the Royals' offensive attack as Dolan works around the defender and tumbles, and a whistle is going to be on Dolan. A free kick coming up for Wisconsin Heights Barneveld. I was just about to get my first half thoughts underway, so we'll let them rip now with 12 minutes left in the half. Assumption, the more physical team to this point. A lot of skill on both sides, but Assumption a little more little more physical, a little more aggressive to the ball. They are often first to the ball. And that will not be kept in by the Vanguard, so a throw coming for Dillman. And evidence of that is possession has stayed mostly on screen left here in the first half. Nice throw that time by Dillman. And then sent out to be a corner coming up for the Royals, as one will perhaps come in for the Vanguards. Stands at the scorer's table now. It will be a corner, and a corner to be handled by Kayla Kirkman. Just over 11 minutes left in the half. 1-0 Assumption Catholic. Here's Kirkman now, right foot, low liner coming in and off the side of the cage. And a goal kick for the Vanguards. All right, we'll hear this from Grassland Dairy.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Royals with the throw. That one turned away, and now turning up is Acker. Chested in the midfield there by Youngworth. And now here's Sullivan now going to work on the outside and picked away by Payne. Down it comes now to Acker, and it'll be a throw for the Vanguards. Quickly in with it comes Acker. Nice job by Childs. You see Childs' athletic ability out there. She's one to watch here as Hannah King will win the ball that time. Now pressured by Johnson, and the whistle blows. It'll be a foul on Gracie Johnson and a free kick for the Vanguards. Under 10 minutes to play here in the first half. And a goal at about the 10-minute mark from Kendall Dillman. This one sent and all the way out. As Ethan watched it fly by, Teal and Holmes with a little bit too much on it. We saw Holmes there and then King earlier with free kicks around that same spot. And both landed and ended in about the same spot. Goal kick and chested and settled down by Kubas. Now Kubas' right foot will send it up ahead for Dolan. Again, another fine defensive effort there by Rutmund. And here's Johnson now to work. Johnson inside the box, leaves it forward for herself and will be scooted away by Hurling. Now Johnson works on the goal line, keeps it alive and sends it in. Ball will come all the way back out of the box though, and Dillman will run it down. Leave it off there for Sullivan. Sullivan back to Dillman. 8:35 left to play in the half. And Dillman looking and will come all the way back and reset with Hartley. Hartley all the way across for Johnson, and Johnson maybe a little bit too patient. Nice run by Samantha Hurling, but here's Johnson, the Royals, back to work. And now to Kirkman. Kirkman takes a look, and that one deflected. Ball battled for on the outside and kept in by the Vanguards. Again, Vanguards came to play soccer today. Vanguards quickly go to work now as we've got under 8 minutes left here in the half. Here's Childs. Childs takes a look back to her right. Now all the way across it comes to Acker. Acker's got Holmes in the middle, and Acker not able to handle. And kept in by Hurling, as Hurling beat Dillman to the spot that time. Now sent long into the corner for Acker. Acker will run it down, but not able to get there. And then kicked out towards the football practice field. Vanguards will possess. It'll be a throw with about 7 minutes left to play here in the half. Throw to be handled by Holmes. They're going to actually call a corner. Okay, so corner for Teal and Holmes. It's close either way, but and now some commotion in goal. And a yellow card, I think, is going to be issued here. It looks like a card is going to come out for Kate Mitchell. And, Mitchell sent off. The yellow card comes for Kate Mitchell as she was giving Kate Ethan the business inside the cage. But corner remains the case, so the corner will be sent. Here it is. Corner, header put on, and whistle blows. And they say that they're going to redo the corner here. I don't know what they're going to re-kick the corner as our official was not ready yet, and Coach Wendell's saying, what is going on out there? Coach Wendell's not happy right now with that call, so it'll be, again, another corner coming in. This is a looping corner handled by Ethan, and Kate Ethan gobbles it up again. Ethan will roll it up to Johnson. Now here come the Royals, back to work. Johnson up ahead to Dolan now. A little bit too long for Dolan, handled by Rittenmund, and then sent out. Throw for Dolan, for Johnson, my apologies. Throw for Dolan from Johnson. 6:35 left, and that ball rolls out and be possessed by the Vanguards. Again, Vanguards here in the last 5 minutes or so have really upped the pace, looking to get the ball back in play quickly. Try to catch the Royals out of shape, but they have not been. Long send here for Dillman. Dillman now works 1-on-2 to the outside. Now stops just outside the box, work back to her left. Right foot, now left foot. Goal in, and ball still bouncing through the box. Comes all the way back to Dillman. And Dillman, powerful kick, will send it into the corner as that ball bounced in the box about 3 times, and no Royal near it. Vanguards weren't able to clear, and Dillman decided she was just going to kick it as hard as she could somewhere. And that'll settle the action and calm the heartbeats of Coach Bartlett Holmes and Jim Wendels. Now Johnson with a race to the ball. Johnson wins it. And back come the Royals. Nice run on the outside by Kubas. Kubas all the way across. This will be chased down by Dillman. Dillman will win that one. 5:15 left in the half. Dillman takes a look now as she's battling there on the outside. Dillman sends it in. Nobody in the middle for the Royals, but here's a kick and just high as that one sent in by Kirkman. Kirkman missed the crossbar by about 9 inches. And a goal kick for the Vanguards. Clock rolls, 4:22 and counting. So Royals will throw from just outside of their bench area. Vanguards come away with it. And what do we have here? We're going to have a card coming for Johnson. So Gracie Johnson gets the yellow card, and the whistle's been blowing more freely. Coach Wendell's, he just looks up and tells his girls to get back defensively. He agrees with that call. So Brianna hurling now. And the free kick as a wall of one put up by Steinle. Ball still rolling there. Again, nice work there. 22, Michaela Tila. The Royals come away with it. Here comes Kirkman. Kirkman's got Dolan up ahead. Overruns it, settles it down, now sends it for Dillman. Dillman back to Kirkman it comes. Left foot from Kirkman sends it in towards the box, and Dolan pushed off of her spot, and spilling outside the box is Steinle. We play on. There's Dolan now, working in the midfield, and now 2 Royals come together, and it's been a physical game. It's not been that physical, but there's been some physicality here. It's really been a very good soccer match here. Two good teams going at it. A lot of skill on the field. Here comes Dillman. Dillman burst to speed. She works 1-on-3. Dillman now turns, has Dolan up ahead. And now Kirkman with it. Kirkman takes a look. Left foot. Knee defensively in the box. Now Steinle, and Steinle gets blasted by Paige Mitchell. And what are we going to have here now is a conversation with Mitchell, as Mitchell was going for the ball. And again, a very nice call there. I think that's exactly the right way to process that. So it's going to be a free kick for the Royals, and it'll be Steinle just about 5 yards deep in the box. Steinle goes fast, low liner coming through, and will miss wide to the left. Ushered out by Schaefer, and a goal kick for the Vanguards. And 1-0 here. The goal came early from Kayla Kirkman. Or I'm sorry, from Dillman. Again, we're going to check at the half. Now, a lot of times we'll have others, the official score actually right next to us. We don't today, so and that corner came all the way from the other side. So we'll double check it, and we'll make sure it's right. And we'll give it to you at the start of the second half. As this one bouncing and loose and then fallen on by Schaefer. Well, tense moments there for Schaefer and the Vanguards. That one came in under 2 minutes. Schaefer takes a look behind her and now sends it away. Bouncing ball in the midfield, kicked by Youngworth. And Steinle, and sometimes you just want it more. Steinle did that time. Of course, Coach Wendell's, Coach Holmes, both telling all of his girls, you got to want it more every time. Easier said than done. Childs works on the far side. Now twists and turns back in. This one is going to be shielded away defensively by the Royals. Ball still in the box. Chance here for the Vanguards, and it'll be Ethan come on, fall on it. And the clock winds faster now, under a minute. And the clock stops here. I'm not sure why we have asked for it to stop. It stops with 49 seconds left, as our official is going to come over here and talk to the Vanguard bench. And a yellow being given to the bench. So yellow card on Coach Holmes. And I don't know, Lucas, one season bleeds into the next, but we have seen a coach ejected before in soccer. Were you there? Yeah, okay. It was over at Greasy Park in Marshfield. I don't remember beyond that who it was. But a yellow card issued to Coach Bartlett Holmes, and another one would be an ejection. So a ball will be bounced, and the clock will start as Ethan sends it away. Here it is, and the clock winds now. Just under 50 seconds left in the half. Royals have held a 1-0 lead since the 10th minute, or thereabouts. And Royals now content to lay back here. They're not going to let anything happen here in the final minutes, in the final seconds, I should say. As 30 seconds and counting on the clock. Now the Vanguard's looking to push. 20 seconds left here in the half. Here's Acker with it now. Acker takes a look inside, takes a peek at Holmes, and now Acker with the turn, and then taken away by Sullivan. And whistle there, and that should probably do it. The final seconds are going to tick off here. One quick one, and it'll bounce once, twice, and that'll be the end of the half here in Mazomanie. Your halftime score, Assumption Catholic 1, and Wisconsin Heights Barneveld 0. Big thanks to Wisconsin River Orthopedics for making sure this broadcast happens for you folks free and live. And here is Wisconsin River Orthopedics.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number one. Number two is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates, and our outcomes are much better. Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number one. Number two is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates. And our outcomes are much better.
Welcome back to Mazamani. Make sure I say it right now. Mazamani. Get ready for second half soccer action. Again, goal in the 12th minute. Goal in the 12th minute from Kendall Dillman. And our only scorer here today. Chris, watching back at home, says thanks for the great game coverage. So that's a compliment for Lucas. Lucas Holheisel producing our broadcast today, took care of the setup. He's also on camera today as well. I just get to sit here and talk about it and really enjoy just a really nice day. I just, I was born on July 25th. By the way, if I didn't say, Jason Zaleski here. July 25th, I take birthday gifts starting now. So whatever you want to get me. And cash is king, but anything is good. Anything is good. Yeah, I'll put the Venmo up on screen here in a minute. Yeah, I'm just here having a great time. So I'm a summertime baby, and so obviously summer is my time, and it's my time to shine. As Lucas will tell you, I wear shorts almost year-round. I eventually get tricked into wearing pants in January for about a month, and then they come off, back to shorts. So yeah, 1-0 as we start half number 2 in this regional final. Division 4 regional final. Underdog number 4 seed Assumption Royals out in front and coming over the line, and that's a tough call there because there's 2 lines on the field, but Dillman had set up inside of the actual line. There's 2 lines here, one a little faded, one better, so I don't know if they mismarked it to begin with and then had to redo it, but Kendall confused by the 2 lines. You'll sometimes see that on basketball courts. You may get thrown off by the college line, the high school line, the NBA line, and then a throwing infraction back to back. So this time Kendall knows which line is which. I don't know, Lucas, can you see those very well on the screen, the double lines? I don't know if you can or not, but they're there. There's 2 there. One is unofficial and 2 close. Now Dillman right foot, and the wind gets a hold of it and sends it over the top of the goal. And Emma Schaefer didn't have to do anything but wave goodbye to it. Second half was back in action. Saw the audience dip down a little bit, as can happen at halftime. So let everybody know, tell all your friends back at home that this regional final is back and underway. And it's a good one. It's a close one. Just a 1-goal difference here, 1-0 as we play a couple minutes here into the second half. As Youngworth will scoop that one off of the top of Holmes. Now Dillman to the middle for Steinle. Left it a little bit too strong for Steinle. And that one is going to be out. So a throw for the Royals. Throw down for Dillman, and then the wind takes it. Nice throw there from Donahue, but the wind too strong. Wind blowing right at us, maybe just slightly to the right of your screen, but blowing fiercely right in from the north. As we look to the north, the field faces east to your right, west to the left. The wind just blowing straight in at us. And the wind has gotten stronger. It was just a very slight breeze, and we were here at 11:30. It's a full-on wind now. Wind that will steer the ball. Now Donahue sends it right back in towards Steinle and off the back foot of King. Now here the Royals come back to work. And right foot, and that one is solved by Schaefer off the right foot of Olive Wilson. You may be able to pick up some of the wind on the microphone. Do have a windscreen on it, but it's that much. It's that strong of a wind today. And the Vanguards, a 10-0 winner on Thursday against a kind of a quad of teams, a foursome of schools coming together. Vanguard's 10-0 winners on Thursday, and Assumption Richland Center took down Richland Center 6-0 on Thursday, so both here in this regional final. Won't start talking about it here too much, but it does bear noting that Thursday the action picks up, so today's winner will play next on Thursday. And depending, as on the bottom of the bracket is a 3-seed Lodi and the 2-seed Aquinas, the Blue Golds hosting Lodi today. Everybody advancing in the tournament in this section has all done so by shutout. Take a look down there. Lodi 5-0 over Adams Friendship, and Aquinas 14-0 over River Valley. So regional semifinals, no problem for the winners. A slight problem brewing here, though. Just a one-goal game. It's 1-0. Again, that goal coming all the way back in the 12th minute from Dillman. Now Wilson on the outside, not able to settle it down. Sent away by the Vanguards. Up it comes now to Holmes. Holmes turns in the infield, or in the midfield. Donahue able to deflect, and sticking with it is Michaela Tila. Now ball sent down the far side to Hurling. Hurling will chase it down. And then right off the right hip of Bree Sullivan. Ball still possessed by the Vanguards. Nice touch. Nobody on the run, and it'll be picked up nicely there by Hartley. Now out it comes to Steinle. Steinle done very good work in the midfield today. Now sends Dillman on the run. Here comes Dillman down the far side. All four back for the Vanguards, and a throw for the Royals. And Dillman looks up. Only Grace Dolan down here, and we'll give it to Grace anyway. Grace, a little tap back to Dillman, but Dillman already started her run towards the corner. Again, Royals were back defensively and had not moved into their offensive shape. Now this will be Holmes, and Holmes will give it off here to Acker. Acker on the throw, high arcing throw coming in and headed out by Youngworth. Now Steinle, and this is going to be too strong, and out into the little beach clamshell umbrella down there. Very nice. Nice and beachy. That was Kara Payne working and overrunning it. Now backing up is Hurling. And Hurling and Sullivan do work. Now here comes Hurling, and right into the loving, waiting arms of Kate Ethan. Just over 37 minutes left here in this regional final. Went over the scores table at halftime to get that official stat. They do say unassisted by Kendall Dillman on that corner in the 12th minute. And that regional final plaque laying right there on the table. It'll be somebody's in perhaps 37 minutes. No less than. Ball in the box, and now swept away. Battled for, and coming away with it was Rettenmund. And this will be a throw for the Royals, and Johnson will come back in. Johnson with a yellow card today. Gracie Johnson, sophomore defender. Only one other yellow card given during the first half, and that was to Vanguard's coach Bartlett Holmes. So Holmes got to take it easy here in the second half, or he will find himself watching from the parking lot. When rolled right to Schaefer, Schaefer will handle. Schaefer will send it away and stepped in front of nicely by Kirkman. Here comes Kendall Kirkman, right foot into Dolan. Dolan in the box. Dolan now will spin, give it back to Dillman. Dillman left foot is wide. And give us an opportunity to hear from our friends over at Next Step.
Really got to understand what what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Just over 35 minutes left here in this regional final from Mazomanie, Wisconsin. Right on the campus of Wisconsin Heights High School. Wisconsin Heights co-oping with Barneveld and coming out of, what was it, Saturday's seed meeting? Maybe it was Saturday. Seed meeting with the 1 seed. So the overwhelming favorites here trail in the second half. Only 1-0 though, and anything goes now. And here's Dillman. Dillman works back left foot and bounces right to Emma Schaefer. Schaefer ready for it. Dillman didn't get a lot on it, and she got her palms up as she comes back, talking to Steinle. Just, hey, I took a crack at it. See what happens. Now Kirkman, and missed to Steinle. Now Johnson right foot, and over to Dolan. Now Dolan will work down the outside, head towards the corner, now turn back into the middle of the field. Ball mishandled in the midfield there by Youngworth. Possession back to the Vanguards. Big run here from Tila. Tila, and a whistle will come, and a foul and a free kick for the Vanguards. 34-28 and counting. Warning given there to Clara Kubas. Kubas just kind of waved her hand at the official, said, yeah, all right, whatever. I know. And there's Ethan on the spot again. Kate Ethan takes the liner, and now we'll bring it out. And goal kick from Ethan coming towards us, and Dillman not able to get there, so Vanguards will retreat, but will possess. And as they do, we'll get our next, Lucas get our next one teed up here for us, and hear from Bauernfeind. Bauernfeind Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauernfeind Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com. Battle there in the midfield, and it'll be a throw as a result coming for the Royals. 33 minutes left. Dillman to throw it. Royals again have been stuck on this 1-0 lead since minute number 12 here this afternoon. But a lead is a lead. Coach Wendels would certainly take a 1-0 result here and take a regional championship plaque and go get ready to play Aquinas or Lodi on Thursday. Coach Holmes looking for a couple of goals here out of his Vanguards in the next 32.5 minutes. So again, nothing decided yet. Big run here continues for Henningfield, and the run from Henningfield will result in a free kick. So nice job there by the junior Taylor Henningfield. She puts pressure on, and it's a foul called on Kubas, so a free kick here for Thielen Holmes. Holmes takes a look to the bench, and coaching staff approves of the free kick shape, and Holmes will send it away. A low liner coming into the box. deflected by Youngworth, and now turning and sending outwards is Sullivan, and now Johnson away with it. So the Royals avoid that discomfort for the time being, and only for the time being, so there'll be another free kick coming up. This is a foul on Steinle. Holmes now works quick, ball down in the air, and Ethan will take it. So we saw that about 10 minutes left in that first half. The Vanguards really picked up the pace, and they have continued that here into half number 2. Now Dillman asks for it quick. Again, it's Dolan, and now Kirkman joins the crowd. Kirkman up ahead to Dolan. Dolan now in the box, ball bouncing. Dolan not able to chase it all the way down, and then swept out, and a throw for the Royals upcoming. Again, another nice job defensively by the Vanguards. They have held that back line. Their defensive shape has been good here all match long. They have held on that back line very well. And again, the only score coming off a corner for the Royals. And everything else has been defended very well by Wisconsin Heights Barneveld. But that may be the concern for Coach Holmes, is everything has had to be defended. There has been not much to this point, not much of an offensive attack shown by the Vanguards, as the Royals have set the tempo here in this one. Just the one goal, though, to show for it. Now all the way across to Dillman. Dillman will chase it down on the near side. Dillman looks up ahead and taken off the spot. A big collision there as she is wiped out by Alicia Rettenmund, and will result in a free kick coming just outside the box. And Dillman will take the free kick. We'll see what type of wall the Vanguards will put up, and it'll be a wall of 3 come out in front of Dillman. Now Dillman goes quick, right foot, and off the side of the cage. She went for the near post and missed. Had to work around that wall of 3 Vanguards as well. So goal kick now for Wisconsin Heights Barneveld. Briefly interrupted by Dillman, possessed by the Vanguards. Now Youngworth in the midfield, and will force it up to Johnson. Johnson on the run, and Johnson will be able to catch up to it. Here comes Johnson now. She looks to the inside. Now stops and works back. Stops, works back one more time. Here's Dolan now, top of the box, and rolls it in, and not able to connect with Kirkman. Now Childs in the midfield will settle down and fire all the way here to the near side to Acker. Acker in front of us, and taken away by Donahue. Here comes Donahue as Acker comes right back with it. And a physical battle here between the 15s. Throw for the Vanguards, but 15 squared going at it. Throw here for the sophomore, Zoe Acker. And headed back down by Youngworth, and then lost out by Rettenmund. Now bounce here for Kirkman. Kirkman now will do battle along the side, and last poked out by Henningfield. And the Royals again look for possession, 28 minutes left. This one will come all the way in for Kubas. Now Steinle. Steinle works just inside the box. Right foot is wide. So goal kick coming, and we will take a look at somebody and be right back. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota Powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Big thanks to our friends over at Chili Implement, your local Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Just saw Saw Buff and Brad down at Chili Implement yesterday on my way over to Osseo for Marshfield Chaparrals baseball. And what that means is if I can head over there, so can you. So head on down and say hi to Buff and Brad and check out all the brand spanking new Kubota equipment over at Chili Implement. Ball here, good chance, and that one chipped up too high by Zoe Acker. Acker had a straight-on look at Kate Ethan and sent it over the top of the cage. Best look there for the Vanguards today. As we've got one Royal coming in, Johnson will head out. Another good series of minutes there for Gracie Johnson. And as soon as she turns, we'll tell you who came in for Johnson. That's 9, Olive Wilson. So Wilson back in. Ball again bouncing in the box, and Youngworth will clear. Dolan takes a look at it. Now will retreat back into her offensive shape, and that one not able to be kept in. Sent just a bit long by Rettenmund, and throw for the Royals. Here's Steinle now. Steinle looks up ahead. Dillman with a big run down the side. Here comes Kendall Dillman now as Rettenmund in chase, and Dillman will slow it up. Now work past Rettenmund. Now Dillman, right foot all the way through, and too long for Wilson. Nice look. It's a little bit too much as Olive Wilson not able to connect. Paul Jagolinski back in Wisconsin Rapids says Lucas is carrying the broadcast today. Well, yeah. And technically he did carry the suitcase in here too. Carried the equipment in. So yeah, figuratively, literally. Yeah, I said, and Paul identified it right away. I said, I'm just a guy hanging out here talking about soccer. It's my job. Let's come in here, hang out, talk about it. We'll talk to today's winning coach and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game right after the conclusion of this one. 24 minutes and counting as 2 tumble, and it's going to be a foul on the Vanguard. So it'll be a free kick for the Royals, handled by Clara Kubas. Kubas, the junior, sends it towards Kirkman, interrupted there by Childs. Royals back defensively, and Youngworth will send it up ahead to Dillman. Now Dillman to Steinle. Steinle looks up ahead, and she's pressured from behind. Nice job coming up from behind is Payne. Ball bouncing and still loose in the box. It'll be chased down by Rettenmund and brought out. Now Dillman takes it away. Here comes Dillman now. Dillman works now inside the box. Right foot from Dillman bouncing and just missed wide. That one came across the top of the box and was looking for a connecting end. And that connection was Kayla Kirkman. Kirkman just not able to get foot on the ball. Back come the Vanguards. Nice move there by Michaela Tila. And ball loose inside the box and kicked out, and a corner coming up for the Vanguards. Again, nice pressure being put on by Wisconsin Heights Barneveld as time begins to be a consideration here. 23 and a half minutes left. This will be Holmes on the corner. The run was put on there by Kate Mitchell. Now here's Holmes. Holmes lofts one into the box. It comes all the way through. One swing and a miss, and then sent all the way out. And we're going to have a water break on the field. So we will take that break as we hit 23:05 left in today's regional final. Assumption leads it 1-0.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
All right, water break has come to an end, and again, with the rising temperatures, water break is something that has been customary in soccer and those type of sports all over the country, and right here in Wisconsin. It's an interesting time. You get it's a timeout. You get a free timeout, and each team with a lot to talk about during that 3-minute water break. As a corner upcoming for the Vanguard. So both teams really with the same advantage. You get to really draw up your corner if you're the Vanguards, and you really get to draw up your corner defense. I'm sorry, it was right that corner had come up unsuccessful. So and that one will be sent all the way out. Well, either way, you get to draw up your last 23 minutes on either side. And so, there's no advantage there. It's a neutral scenario, but good time for both coaches. You're a coach, you'll take that free timeout because you've got a lot to tell your team, and you probably planned for it because you knew that timeout was coming. So in your mind in that second half, you're planning for that water break with somewhere between 25 and 20 minutes left. Whenever you get that natural stop like we did there. And you've been thinking about it for the last 10, 15 minutes or so, and really have had some thoughts in your mind. And we'll see what those thoughts turn into here as we play now the final 22-10 in this regional final. This one sent all the way back down, and Emma Kalscheuer will chase it all the way back. Royals staying back here, so what Coach Wendels may have decided. We'll see. It's just the first time it's been sent down, but Coach Wendels, as the handball is called there on Sullivan, Coach Wendels may have decided was, you know what, we're going to pack it in here and get out of here with a 1-0 win. He may have. We'll find that out in the next couple minutes. As just one back again for the Royals that time. As we see Morgan Reichel in for the first time. She wears 16. Her and Kendall Dillman, now Grace Dolan, and that'll be ran all the way down into the Royals bench, and a throw coming as Coach Wendels comes up and will give just a small little set of instructions there for his team on the throw. And grab a Gatorade on his way up. Get a little swish. So we play here in the 80th minute today. No, 70th minute. Psych. 70th minute. Just over 20 minutes left here in the regional final. Again, Lodi and Aquinas playing down in La Crosse right now. The winner there will face the winner here at a place to be determined. Top seed will host. If it's an Assumption win, they will be on the road in either Lodi or Aquinas. Should Wisconsin Heights Barneveld find a way to score a couple unanswered here, that match on Thursday would be right here. And then the sectional final is in Wisconsin Rapids a week from today. So regardless, you will see a sectional final, a trip to state earned at Washington Field in Wisconsin Rapids. Now Reichel will run out of room. Run into, didn't see who that was down there. That may have been King. But, either way, free kick as the foul was called on Reichel. Kirkman right foot in, send it backwards. But so that's what it looks like. We have a total redesign of the field here for the Royals coming out of that water break timeout. As Coach Wendell's looks like he's decided he's going to pack it in here and attempt to leave here with a 1-0 win. See if it's a winning strategy. If it is, it would be an upset here as the underdog 4-seeded Assumption Royals playing the heavy favorites here from Wisconsin Heights Barneveld. The 1-seed Vanguards. This one sent into lawn chairs sitting to the left of us. Now Dillman. Dillman 2 on her and will be poked away. Dillman will take it and throw it. Dillman looking ahead and roll inside the box and then be swept all the way out, and the Royals will retreat defensively. And this one will be sent into the folks that came up here from Southern Wood County. 18 minutes remain. Substitution for the Vanguards. We see Taylor Henningfield come in. Henningfield in and Acker with the throw. That one headed on by Payne and chased down by Youngworth. Youngworth, a small flick that didn't get far enough ahead of Tila. The Royals do come away with it. Now Kirkman. Kirkman up the far side. Big run here for Kirkman. 3-on-3 developing. Interrupted by Henningfield. Now the Royals will again retreat defensively. And great audience watching back home. We've got 17 minutes, so there is still time. As we're going to have what appear to be some tense moments here. There's still time to let folks know that the game is live. It's free. Just let them know how you found us. ZaleskiSports.com, or if you just go on to YouTube and search up Zaleski Sports or Assumption, Wisconsin Heights, whatever. Figure it out as handball, and that if that came in the box, we're going to have a situation here. But the handball is the call. And they'll say this came just outside the box, so a free kick upcoming for King. Good opportunity here for the Vanguards, as that was nearly a penalty kick on the outcome of the handball. So King, 4 Royals put up a wall in front of Ethan. Hannah King looking to draw even here, 16:28 remaining. Now the wall spreads out for the Royals. King, right foot, lofting, and in! And we are tied at 1. Goal coming in the 74th minute off of the free kick from Hannah King, and we are tied at 1. So Coach Wendell's now will likely have to move back into his offensive game plan, as it looked like coming out of that water break about 8 minutes ago. He had changed things up to go into more of a defensive stance, pack it in, but will need to now have his Royals go on offensively. Back come the Vanguards. Little momentum here for Wisconsin Heights Barneveld, and a foul and another free kick coming for the Vanguards. The 1 seed looks to find a goal here in the final 15-plus minutes. So it'll be Holmes to kick it. Holmes looks in, now right foot delivers, low liner coming in, ball bouncing in the box, turning with it, ball still loose. Still loose, and Ethan comes on a diving save for Kate Ethan. And she said enough is enough. A couple opportunities. Samantha Herling, as a matter of fact, the sophomore, 4 in green, had a big opportunity there to put that one in the back of the net. Ball sent again into the corn. Can't even see it back there. So both teams now looking for a goal, looking for a regional final championship. This one sent high in the air by Youngworth. 2 Royals streaming down the field. It's Reichel and Dillman, and it's Schaefer coming out of the goal to pick it up. And they want to know why Schaefer could field that ball with her hands outside of the box. They would like to know why that just happened, and there is not an answer. And a corner coming up for the Vanguards, but Schaefer came all the way out of her box and fielded it with her hands. And not sure why she was allowed to field that one with her hands all the way outside of the box. No explanation's been given. And we play on as Schaefer was clearly out of the box picking it up. Clearly out of the box. So a blown call there by the officials. And Ethan will send this one towards our sideline official. All right, well, we play on here, 13 and a half left. But we should have had a penalty kick there, and we didn't. So we play on. And now a throw for the Royals. So Royals got to regroup, point forward, and look for a goal here. Try to steal a win here on the road in this regional final. So Johnson comes back on as Reichel comes out. And Dolan may have come on there as well, or at least coming in late onto this side. Another one sent right back out, and diving attempt made here on the sidelines that was unsuccessful by the young lady over there. So Dillman bumped off of her spot by Rettenmund. And then a handball is going to be called on Steinle as the ball launched right at her. So it'll be a free kick coming for Rettenmund. Yeah, big story there just a couple minutes ago. Emma Schaefer all the way out of the box. I mean, clearly out of the box. A good 15 yards out of the box and picked it up with her hands. That was a penalty kick, but apparently not seen somehow. Not sure how nobody is watching the goalie. That somebody should have their eyes on the goalie. Didn't that time, I guess. Nice job there defensively by Maria Hartley. And now Johnson and the Royals look back up under 12 minutes here to play as Kirkman battles here in the midfield and will come away with it. She looks up ahead, sends Dillman forward, and now will launch it towards Dillman. Dillman settles it down, now works to her right. And as has been the case all match here, it's Alicia Rettenmund in the back pocket of Kendall Dillman, and spun down. They're going to call a foul on Dillman, and they're going to issue a yellow on Dillman. So Kendall Dillman will head off with a yellow card as contact made in the corner. Well, I said tense moments ahead, and we have all the tenseness that you would ever want here. And one sub will come in here for Green. So we see Samantha Herling head out. Looks like Childs there coming in. Gwen Childs, senior forward. And the free kick coming right for us. And it will disrupt our scoreboard, Lucas. Well, we'll see what we can do to fix it. First, I got to find it. There it is. And then, Lucas, you'll just have to reshape it from there. We'll get it all sorted out. It's 1-1. That's what you need to know. It's 1-1 And 11 minutes left as that ball contacted our camera over here that's keeping an eye on the scoreboard for you. But Lucas will reorganize it. The ball in the midfield and sent through. Steinle now works quickly. Steinle not able to gain possession in the midfield. They battle here, and it'll be a throw for Acker. 10:40 left. Acker goes in towards Holmes. Holmes with back to Youngworth, and Youngworth able to get it off the spot, and Steinle not able to keep it in. Ball sent in to Ethan and handled again by Kate. And it was a corner for the Royals in the 12th minute. Kendall Dillman. And then a free kick coming in the 74th minute, sent in by Hannah King, and that's it, 1-1. But that is not all. And we'll need one more before we leave Mazomanie today. Now Holmes and headed out by Youngworth. Kirkman not able to get there. Here comes King now. King at the top of the box and right foot, and Ethan will gobble it up. Now Steinle looks up ahead. 4-on-4 developing here for the Royals as one defender comes loose to take on Steinle, and Steinle is hauled down. Hauled down is Steinle, and it'll be Taylor Henningfield called with the foul. No yellow given. So it'll be as Steinle sends it in. Steinle, ball bouncing in the box. Ball still loose and kicked back out as Royals with a chance there, but not able to find the solution. Now Kirkman turns, looks back up. Nice dribbling up top here by Kubas. Now Steinle in the midfield and will send it back, and Royals will push back to the midfield. Now a run by Wilson. Wilson down the side. Another nice job by Rettenmund. Kept in by Kubas, and that will roll all the way to the back. Now Wilson interrupts. Here's Kubas now. Kubas takes a look. And right foot sent all the way across. Kirkman was there and didn't get all the way through to her. Now Kubas going to take a breath, and what are we going to have here? A throw for the Royals. 8 minutes left to play. And the whistle's going to blow as a substitution is going to come in as Dillman off the yellow card will come back in. As Wilson will head out. Clock rolls here, 7:45. Royals possess here in their offensive third. Somebody looking for a winner here in Mazomanie. Dillman will throw as Acker heads off. Here's Dillman on the throw. In towards Kubas. Ball punched back out. Holmes there in the midfield, ready for it. And the Vanguards look now to force the action. Here's Youngworth with it defensively. Youngworth with time. Now sends one forward to Dillman. Dillman's got Dolan up ahead, finds her. Now Dolan down the near side. In now to Kubas. Kubas over to Steinle. Steinle takes a look from the midfield, back to Kubas. Kubas left to get there quick and does. And now Kubas will send with her right foot and did that. Yep, it did deflect, and we got a corner coming up for the Royals. So a corner with 6:40 left to play as that deflected off of Alicia Rettenmund's right leg. So Dillman into the wind. Strong wind coming across slightly towards the highway. So she'll have to send it to her left and let it curl back in with the wind. Here's Dillman. Corner comes at 6:20. Dillman ready, right foot. And did send it to the top is where you had to do to play the wind. Now Kirkman. Now Youngworth and missed wide to the left. A good sequence there for the Royals, just not able to find the combination that time down. So we play under 6 minutes left here in this regional final. Overtime a possibility. If that were to occur, we'll go and confirm some overtime rules. I'm pretty sure I know what they are. But I did call an overtime regional final in Marshfield, or regional semifinal, sorry, in boys soccer back in October. So I'm pretty sure, but I'll want to make sure. But we got to get there first. Opportunity here for the Vanguards. Ball still at the top, now punched away by Youngworth, still possessed by Wisconsin Heights Barneveld. Outside now to Childs. Childs will run it down in the corner. Childs will send it in. Youngworth sends it out. Now here's Kubis with it. Swept away by Tila. Coming up is Steinle. Steinle back to the midfield it goes. Under 5 minutes left to play. And a run here, one-on-one from Tila, and Ethan able to deflect. Ball stays in play. And off the side of the cage, and disaster avoided for the Royals. Goal kick for Assumption. So what a move there by Michaela Tila, the freshman, 22 in green, nearly had the go-ahead goal. Goal kick taken care of by Sullivan. Headed on past Dolan. And into the scores table to be a throw for Johnson and the Royals. Now the Royals go quick into Kubis. Kubis over to Kirkman. Yeah, Youngworth to her right. Dillman to her right. Taken away that time by King. And Steinle and Hurling able to battle. Here's Youngworth with it again, and she has played well defensively. Now Dillman with a run here on this side. Again, guess who in defense? Redmond, and Dillman works ahead of her. Now Dillman got one to beat. Dillman in the box, left foot, and just poked wide by Schaefer. Kendall Dillman just missed the go-ahead by about a foot. And guided just wide off the right hand of Emma Schaefer. And a corner for the Royals. Corner comes with 3:15 left to play. Dillman just missed the go-ahead goal. Whoa. Yeah, Lucas Hill-Heisel producing today's broadcast. My name's Jason Zaleski. Here it is from Kirkman. And Kirkman again sends it to the top of the box. Steinle with the header. Johnson with it, and will be kicked out. So nicely defended that time again by the Vanguards. Under 3 to play. Both teams have had a chance here in the final 2 minutes. Both teams have had nearly a one-on-none. Now a big run here for Childs. Childs now will send it up ahead. And that's going to come all the way through to Youngworth. Youngworth will turn, right foot, headed on by Hurling. 2.5 minutes left. You can feel the energy here in Mazamani. Here's Youngworth. Again, another deflection by Youngworth. Dillman looked to Steinle in the middle. Now will handle left-footed and send it past Steinle. Vanguard's back with it. Just over 2 minutes to play. There's Holmes. Nice feed inside the box. And again, defended by the Royals. That time it's Hartley to send it out. Hartley and Dolan. Dolan missed it on the kick just a bit. Now Dillman spins it ahead. And Kubis is going to chase it down. Around with it comes Cal Scheuer. Cal Scheuer back up here to Hurling. Again, action intensifies here greatly. Here's Steinle back to Youngworth. Youngworth looks up ahead. And Kubis asked for it. Not able to handle. Kicked out by Rettenmund. And falling is Steinle, and a free kick for the Royals. 96 seconds left in regulation. Tense moments ahead. Here's Youngworth. Sends down for Dillman. Dillman, right foot, working through. Dillman inside the box, sends a screamer through and all the way through. Woo! The 4-seeded Assumption Catholic Royals, the 1 seed Wisconsin Heights, Barneveld Vanguards tied at 1, 60 seconds left in this regional final as we stare right down the barrel of overtime here today. Both teams looking to avoid the overtime. Steinle will take a run at it, not able to get there. Rittenmund beats her to the spot. Kicked at by Donahue and then sent to Steinle. Here's Steinle and Dillman asking for it. Ball sent. Dillman will get there. And Dillman off of Rittenmund. And what do we have here? A throw as it was last off of Dillman. So a throw for the Vanguards under 30 seconds left. And tongues hanging long out of all 22 here on the field. And a handball is the call. So free kick, 15 seconds remain. Free kick for the Royals. 10 seconds and counting. Here's Kubas. Kubas with the kick. Right foot is long. And that will do it in regulation. We will head to overtime here in Mazomanie. Unexpected, but indeed we are in overtime. So we'll hear from Wisconsin River Orthopedics. I'm going to go double check our overtime rules, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number one. Number two is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates. And our outcomes are much better.
All right, overtime is upon us. We'll play 2 full 10-minute overtime periods and look for a winner. So it's not sudden death. It's 2 full 10-minute periods. And then we'll take a look at the scoreboard. If we got a winner, then it's done. If not, we go to PKs. That's our situation now, is we've got a few minutes here, and give us time to give you our Kerry Van Aert State Farm scoring recap. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, and Kerry Van Aert State Farm is there for you in Wisconsin Rapids. Give Kerry a call. Get a total review on all of your insurance policies, auto, home, life, the whole works, up and down. Kerry Van Aert State Farm, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 12 minutes it was scoring for the Royals. Right at that 12-minute mark, the corner kick came in from Kendall Dillman unassisted, and the Royals led all the way until the 74th minute. And the free kick came from Hannah King. It beat Kate Ethan, and that tied us at 1. That came in the 74th minute. And then in the final 10 minutes, both teams had one-on-one opportunities, and neither able to find the back of the net. It was Michaela Tila first for the Vanguards. Ethan was able to steer it clear. And then later on, it was Kendall Dillman for the Royals. That was about at the 86th minute or so, and Dillman missed by about a foot wide, and then punched by the right hand of Emma Schaefer just to make sure. But those were winning opportunities there, but none in the back of the net. And we've got 2 full 10-minute overtimes here upon us, and that was your Carrie Van Aert State Farm scoring recap. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, and Carrie Van Aert State Farm is there for you in Wisconsin Rapids. Again, give Carrie a call. Go top to bottom through everything. And listen, if she's going to save you money, do it. If not, you're gonna find that Carrie is a really good person. Enjoyed working with Carrie for the last couple of years. Back on now here in the playoffs. Hear more from Carrie on Monday. Again, we're back on the air Monday. As a matter of fact, let's do this. We're going to take a check. We've got one other soccer regional final going on now. This one happening in Marshfield, and it's 1-0, and they are also in overtime. But Marshfield with a 1-0 lead in overtime. So both of our regional finals in overtime, Lucas. So no matter which one we would have went to today, we were going to have overtime. Yeah, cool, right? And then after today, solo live broadcast on Monday. It's girls softball regional semifinal, Marshfield at Wisconsin Rapids. So when I tell you hear more from Carrie on Monday, that's why. We'll be live over at Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School for softball, Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln. And you'll find that schedule and the whole week schedule at ZaleskiSports.com. Just click weekly schedule. So overtime will start here momentarily. We'll keep the camera open. I'm just going to turn the mic off for a minute, get a little bit of water, and get ready for this overtime. All right, again, 2 full 10-minute overtimes. So what that means is we're going to play 20 minutes of overtime in 2 separate periods. At the end of that, our score could be 10-1, could be 100-1, or it could be 1-1. But if it's anything aside from a tie score, we'll have our winner at the end of our second 10-minute overtime. And if we don't have a winner after 2 full 10-minute periods, we will move on to penalty kicks and decide today's regional final winner. So Wisconsin Rapids Assumption will, well, hold on here. Never mind. Wisconsin Heights Barneveld will possess to begin overtime period number 1. Again, 2 full 10-minute periods, regardless of score. This is not sudden death. 2 full 10-minute periods. And we'll see if we can find a winner sometime in the next 20 minutes. It was an action-packed last 3 minutes, maybe even 5 minutes of regulation, and we had 2 chances for a winner. Neither were able to come through, so we're here in overtime. Throw for the Royals. This will be Donahue to throw it. And it comes to Steinle. Steinle battles here on the near side. Will win that and look up ahead now and carry it all the way in herself. Steinle still on the move. Steinle still dribbling. Now we'll take it to her right. Steinle now turns and has it stripped away and sent out, and a throw for Dillman and the Royals. Dillman in towards Kubas. Now Kubas right foot and sat on by Schaefer. So no problem there for Emma Schaefer. So overtime period number 1. Again, we played two full 10-minute periods. There was no sudden death. We just played 2 times 10. And we'll see if we've got a discrepancy on the scoreboard at that point, as Dillman now races in and not able to catch up to it. All the way out it comes to Tila. Tila now with the turn, looks up ahead. And good midfield play that time by the Vanguards. Vanguards now look to get into their offensive shape. Again, here's Tila. Tila defended there by Sullivan. Now Sullivan. And Sullivan's going to be called with a foul. Looked like she might have had a clean poke from behind, but a foul is called. And a free kick for the Vanguards. Again, it was Emma Schaefer about 15 yards out of the box. About 10 minutes left and picked up the ball. Should have been a penalty kick, but apparently wasn't seen. No eyes on the goalie at that point, even though that's where the ball was. But be that as it may, would have been a penalty kick. Doesn't mean anything after that anyway. We could still be here in overtime, but it is where we are now as Holmes sends, and that one came all the way through, touched by nobody. Ball still loose in the box. The Royals crash on it, and Steinle sends it on up ahead. Dillman, big eyes running for it. She did. Her eyes were wide open, chasing down that ball. Thought, hey, maybe, just maybe, have a breakaway here. And it'll be a Royals throw at the end of it. Kirkman, in it comes to Dolan. Dolan takes a look. Johnson all the way on the other side of the field. Johnson comes back for it, but the ball bounced a little bit too strong. And Dolan still works for it. But it'll be possessed by King. Now again, here's Tila. Tila and Sullivan battle one more time. Kubis able to shield and come away with it. Fire that one all the way back down. We've played 3.5 here in our first 10-minute overtime. Score unchanged. Steinle with a miss hit there. Ball pops up in the midfield. The race is on. Now Hurling with a run and runs right past the defending Donahue. Hurling's run still continues. Now left foot sweeping in. Holmes takes a look. And ball will be sent, and they say deflected, so a corner for the Vanguards. So corner will be handled by Holmes. Holmes working slow just on this side of the cornfield. Now right foot in from Holmes. Ball in the air. Ethan comes out, punches it, and Royals will clear. So Royals able to clear the corner that time. Now here's Henningfield up ahead to Holmes. Kirkman sweeps it back to Dillman, punched up ahead by Rettenmund. Now here's Dillman. Dillman on the run. 1-on-2 she goes. Dillman again works ahead of Rettenmund. Dillman now looks, right foot, didn't get a lot on it. Here's Dolan in the box, not able to connect with it, and it comes all the way back out to Johnson. We've played over half of this first of 2 10-minute overtime periods. Now Kubis, Dillman couldn't settle it down. And now we'll race to Rettenmund, and Dillman will win that race as Rettenmund may be out of gas here. Saw that late in the second half. Here's Dillman and slipping as she kicks, and will be a goal kick now for the Vanguards. And that Marshfield-Rhinelander regional final, also in overtime. Marshfield, though, was leading 1-0. That went 0-0 into overtime. Marshfield, though, leading 1-0 over Rhinelander. That game live and free at ZaleskiSports.com. As Johnson goes down on the far side of the field. The clock now stops at 4:01 left. Looks like Johnson might have took a knee to the abdomen or something thereabouts, and will walk off on her own. Trainer there nearby, but Johnson took a knee to the abdomen, maybe wind knocked out of her. She'll have a seat on the bench. And a substitution will come on. I had said, and Coach Holmes has now saw what I did, and that is number 5, Alicia Rettenman, just out of gas. So she'll come out and take a break. And Dolan on the free kick will cordially send it back, and Schaefer will kick it back to the midfield. Now game on. 3:45 left to play here in this first overtime period. Again, not sudden death. So 2 full 10-minute periods. And then we'll see. We'll see who's who and where's where. Ball bounces over the head of the Vanguard defender. Able to be kept in by Green. Nice kick there on the hop by Hartley. Just able to keep pressure back on the defensive third of the Vanguards. 3 minutes left here in the overtime. Kubas couldn't quite pick it away. Now up it comes to Holmes. Holmes with a quick look up ahead to Tila. And nice pressure there by the Vanguards. And throw now as quickly Hurling looks to throw. Does. And intercepted by Youngworth. Now Steinle. Steinle continues now in the midfield. Steinle with a small run. Dolan now. Not going to win that one. Back all the way it comes to Kalshoyer. Turning is Sullivan. Now Sullivan back up and sends it back to the midfield and then sent right back in. Ball careening through the midfield at this point, and now it'll be settled down by Kirkman. Kirkman looks up ahead, 3-on-3 developing. Not able to feed it all the way through for Dillman. And off the side of the foot of Donahue, and a throw for the Vanguards. 2 minutes left in overtime number 1. In it comes to Holmes. Holmes now takes a turn, takes a look, and sends it to her right. Here's King now. King looking. She's got the only Vanguard goal here today. Ball bouncing just on the top of the box. Now ball loose, and King was near, and then sent back out by the Royals. Youngworth. Dolan not going to get there. Steered away and back by Hurling. And Hurling will continue to move it back. Now all the way back it comes to Kalshoyer. Now Steinle will chest it down and work on her run. Steinle now with a run. She's got Dillman to her left. And spilled, and they say no. But Dillman with it. Here's Kendall Dillman. Dillman just outside of the box. Pass it to herself. Right foot Dillman, and right into the legs of Samantha Hurling. Under 1 minute left here in the overtime. We'll play another 10 minutes regardless of what happens in the final 50 seconds here in overtime number 1. Now Sullivan up ahead to Dolan. 40 seconds left. Dolan surveys. Royals not back offensively yet. Now here comes Kirkman. Kirkman. Outside it comes to Dillman. Dillman's going to have a look at it. Right foot from Dillman is in! And Kendall Dillman scores with 30 seconds left in overtime number 1. So Dillman with the overtime goal that comes with 25 seconds left to play in the overtime. And the Royals retake the lead in overtime number 1. Kendall Dillman with a right foot, a rocket, and a fire in the back of the net. Now Kubas. Fans here asking for it to be sent in the corn, but we play 2 full 10-minute overtimes. So this one is, we will see more soccer action here. Or so I was told anyway. So Ethan comes out of goal. She'll come back over to the bench. So overtime number 1 is in the books. We'll take a quick break here. Let's hear once again from Wisconsin River Orthopedics. And back for overtime number 2 right after this.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number 1. Number 2 is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates, and our outcomes are much better.
All right, I'll give Paul Jaglinski 1 here. I'll give him 1. He said this game is like camping. It's intense. Wow. I mean, it's not very good. It was better than the others he offered up. So imagine, Lucas, I'll show you on the ride home, but I'll show you the other ones. And that was the best one. And that one I could just barely approve coming over the air. First full 10-minute overtime is in the books. Kendall Dillman scores in the 9th minute. And now we'll see that Coach Wendell's went with a strategy coming out of the water break with about 22 minutes left in the half, went to a defensive stance, and the defensive stance worked. The Vanguards didn't score in that opening 10 minutes out of that water break. They ended up scoring though on a free kick, which had nothing to do with the defensive change that Coach Wendell's made. So we'll see what he does here. He's got 10 minutes. Vanguards have 10 minutes to tie, send us to PKs, or perhaps get out of here with a regional final win. But, yeah, again, I said this in the first half. These are 2 really good teams going at it. That much we have been able to find out here today. So they switch sides. And should Assumption be able to catch a goal here in this, especially early in this period, they might be able to start making plans for a sectional semifinal, but as it is, there's just a couple of mile markers, checkpoints, waypoints that Coach Wendell's has told his girls, and one of them is, let's just, if we can, just take some time off here. We don't have to be in a hurry. Let's possess the ball, take a look around, take your time, and on those throws. Or on your kicks, on your free kicks, take your time. Force the officials to tell you to do something. It's probably what Coach Wendell said, and along with, hey, let's see if we can score one here and not have so much camping, not have so much intense activity. Nice ball there sent forward, just Samantha Hurling not able to catch up with it. Good work there by Bree Sullivan, another one of the freshmen here for Coach Wendell's, as Dillman was taken off her spot by Holmes, but everybody's good. Here's Hartley now, and again, there you go. So either the girls know, and they probably do. These are smart soccer players out here for both teams, or Coach Wendell's reminded them, let's just take our time out here a little bit. No need to rush. We got the clock on our side. We got the scoreboard on our side. Coach Holmes on the other side, looking for some intensity here in the second, which we're our 2 minutes into our final 10-minute overtime. And I will say, just for the record, about 50% of the folks here from Assumption thought we were done after that first overtime. People packing chairs, get ready to leave. I said it a number of times, and I thought I said it as loud as I could for everybody to hear, but 2 full 10-minute overtimes, much to the chagrin of Mr. Hoheisel, our producer today. Lucas looking to get back home and take a nap. This one sent in and long, and oh boy. Kate, Ethan, good job by Ethan, but that was tricky. It was wind was testing it a little bit. Ethan again takes her time, and will kick it right at us. So substitution here, and you'll have Coach Wendell's probably get a sub often. Continue to wear out the clock. 6:50 left. Score remains the same. It'll be an Assumption Catholic Regional Final Championship. And no matter what happens when we're done, or it'll be our Nasonville Dairy postgame show, we'll talk to today's winning coach and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game as Kirkman in no hurry here, going to run this down. Now twist back in the midfield. And then launch, and we'll give Emma Schaefer a small, gentle test. But, again, all that action, what that does, that runs 15, 20 seconds off the clock. It's a Youngworth header. Now up to Steinle. Again, Steinle patiently through the midfield. We'll send it up ahead into a vacant area on the far side. Dolan will give chase over there and earn a throw for the Royals. Look, Coach Wendell's he puts his hands out, telling his girls, let's just slow down, slow down. The Coach Wendell's and the Royals, the countdown has begun. 5:45 now, and counting. But the Royals have, for one of the very, very few times this year, if not the first time, have found their equal here in the 2021 campaign. And perhaps the same should be said about the Vanguards. They have found their equal and may have, final 5:15 here, may have met their match. Dillman gives slight chase, a little bit of pressure put on. Nice turn there by Hurling. Dillman will get in the way, and ball will come down and will stay with the Vanguards. Hurling will chase it all the way down. They'll have to run it back to where it came out before she can offer up the throw, as the final 5 minutes here in the second overtime have begun. Comes all the way through and across. Ball, and we'll have a penalty. And that was Morgan Reichel ran through her opponent. So free kick now for the Vanguards. It'll come with 4.5 minutes left to play. And it was the goal scorer from minute 74, Hannah King. So King on the free kick. A wall of 4 is set up. Kate Ethan appears from behind that wall, and that one's sent wide. Ethan knew it the whole way. And Ethan and the Royals will be in absolutely no hurry here to send this goal kick away as the clock continues to wind and now stopped. I don't know why the clock stopped. That clock should not have stopped. Now it rolls. Yeah, not sure why who'd made the decision to stop the clock. It didn't come from the officials. And that one sent out. So clock now under 4 minutes. Yeah, it stopped. About 20 seconds didn't roll off the clock there, and no signal was given to stop the clock. King looking, and interrupted by Kubis and sent away by Dillman. And then misplayed in the midfield by Kalshoyer. Down it comes on the far side to Acker. Acker with a turn on Dolan. And big send there from Kubis all the way towards the Vanguard's bench. It'll stay in. And precious time ticking away here for Wisconsin Heights Barneveld. Now sent up, and Dillman there to interrupt. Now watch for Dillman to send. Dillman's speed on display here. Now Dillman up to herself. Dillman in the box. Dillman, and pushed off her spot, and ball still loose in the box. Dillman still fighting. Time continues to run here. Under 3 minutes left to play. Here's Kubas. Kubas, the kick is long, and no worries there. Kubas and the Royals not at all concerned about that, and now the clock runs appropriately, and that's how it should have happened a minute. I have no idea who decided they were going to stop the clock there. 2.5 minutes remain. In it comes now to Kirkman. Nice job there by Bree Sullivan. Back to Sullivan it comes. She takes a look up ahead and sends it all the way into the Vanguard's defensive third. Kirkman will give a little bit of pressure, and ball coming right to us one more time. And sorry, we had it handled. Remember, I told you before, if you wanted in on the broadcast, you had to let me know. You got in now. 2:05 remaining. Yeah, Lucas, I had it caught, and then it was deflected at the last moment for some reason. Youngworth chests it down. Nice job again. Sullivan winning the ball and sent up ahead, and time continues to tick. Kirkman that time sent it through. Ball settles in. Schaefer will come out quickly out of goal and race ahead. That time gloved it inside the box, which is legal, by the way. The last time it was not. And we will talk to whoever's our winning coach. That'll be one of our questions here in the postgame, so make sure to stay tuned to the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. We will ask. I'll ask about that situation. Olive Wilson in the midfield gives it away. And sent into the corn by Youngworth. That is deep into the corn there. 1:14 and counting. The score holds. We will have a winner here in 65 seconds. Ball retrieved all the way out in the corn that time. No other ball available over there. The Royals happy to send it into the corn. And look for them to send to the corn one more time, and it's sent out and cleared. Less than 50 seconds left. Big upset in the making here. May have taken 2 overtimes to do it, but the heavily favored Vanguard's in trouble here at home. Nice job again by Youngworth stepping in front of that one. This will be chased down the corner and sent right back to the corn. 24 seconds and counting. Ball comes in. Ball bouncing, and Hartley got a foot on it, and Dillman sent it out. Here comes the Childs. Childs with a header. And now Kirkman. Kirkman can bleed this all the way down, and she will. And that'll be it. An upset for the ages as the 4-seed Royals come on the road and take the regional final. A score of 2-1. And the Royals with the upset here today. And make sure to stay tuned to our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily. NasonvilleDairy.com. We will talk to Coach Wendels and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Kendall Dillman, as the Royals with the upset for the ages here on the road as they take it 2-1 here today. Back with our Nasonville Dairy postgame show right after this.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Here in our Nasonville Dairy postgame show, Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com, here with Assumption Catholic head coach Jim Wendell's. Coach, you had to come on the road here. You had to take on the number 1 seed. You came in as underdogs, and you found a good match today. Took you all the way to the second overtime. Just tell us just your initial thoughts here on today's match and being a regional final winner.
All right, yeah. We've been preparing all season long. We've been running bridges, 3-mile runs. We knew when you get to this point in the playoffs, you're going to have some overtime games. They're 2 10-minute mandatories, and we prepped for it. And I'm not going to lie, this win feels just awesome because we did not get a lot of respect from the school in the seeding and nor in scheduling this game. I'm missing 2 players due to ACT that we were hoping for a little later match, but hey, we came and got the job done, and just so proud of these young ladies because it was a lot of heart, a lot of grinding it out, and grit.
A lot of tough moments during any sporting event. Sometimes things don't go your way. One in particular, their goal that came way out of the box. I think everybody knew that. What was the talk? What were you trying to get through to the officials as she came all the way out of the box late in regulation?
Yeah, we got a little excited at the officiating, but we have to control ourselves, and we just said there's one thing we can control, and that's how we play. And that's what I kept telling the girls, is that's the only thing we control, and that's what we're going to focus on. We can't control the calls, we can't control the crowd, so we stuck with that. We stuck with our game plan. And
after the water break in the second half, it looked like you came back out, maybe went more into a defensive posture, and then maybe again in the second overtime. So tell us about those 2 instances.
We sure did. Yeah, in the second half, we had the 1-goal lead, so I bring one of my D-mids back. I usually stagger them, but I asked one to play a little more of a defensive-minded, not get up on attack. And we did that real well. They found the back of the net. Kudos to them. Mm-hmm. And then in overtime, it was just all hands on deck, go back to our normal style of play, attack. And then in the second overtime period with the 1-goal lead, we went back into a little more of a defensive posture. So, yeah, we mix it up a little bit. So, yeah.
Last one, we'll bring Kendall in after this one. No matter what, you'll be on the road on Thursday, so Lodi or Aquinas. So tell us about that. What did this road game do to prepare you for Thursday?
I think we travel really well. I really do. I don't mind taking this team on the road, nor any team, because we're used to it. Our conference is geographically spread out from the west end to the east end, all the way to Wautoma, all the way over to La Crosse. So we're okay going on the road. I would love to have a home game. But we have great fans who travel, so I expect that full crowd to be there as well.
Coach, congratulations on the win. We'll be there with you on Thursday as well. All right.
All right, love it.
All right, we'll bring in our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Kendall Dillman, on the spot right here. She gets a ovation right away, and deserved, right? 2 goals today. Tell us about that. We'll talk about the teammates. I'll give you plenty of chance to thank them during this, but let's just talk about you first in those 2 goals, and none of obviously more critical than at the end of that first overtime.
Well, the first goal.
We need the plaque in here is what we need. Yeah. All right, where is she? There she goes, right there. Okay. Yeah. All right, so we're talking about Kendall's goal. She's going to tell us about, especially the one at the end of the first overtime.
At the end of the first overtime, Kayla had a really good pass, and I was ready. We made eye contact and it was there, so that's just Yeah.
You had a long bus ride in this morning. You all had time to kind of think about it, but you come in as the underdog here. What does it mean to kind of show the world, everybody watching back at home, that you can win on the road? Because you have to go on the road on Thursday. What did you and the girls talk about on the way down here today?
We came into the game saying respect everyone but fear no one. So when we came in, we had no fear of the opponent, but we were going to play our hardest no matter what.
All right, and then tell us about Kate's play and goal, because all this certainly couldn't happen without Kate and goal. So tell us what that's like to see Kate do her thing back there.
Kate's an amazing goalie, and I wouldn't want any other goalie to be in the goal box.
All right, and then lastly, now tell us, anybody can answer this, Kendall's here, but I mean, tell us the bus ride back home. What are the plans on the bus ride back home? You got another 2 hours back home, right? Yeah, well, Lucas and I are going to get some food too. But before we do, we're going to put Kendall in the house. I think she's been there before, but back in the house one more time. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1. I'm Kendall Tillman. I'm in the house. You can come around her. Give a nice backdrop. Good, Lucas? We're good. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I'm Kendall Dillman, and I'm in the house.
Nice job. All right, there's your parents. Go celebrate, girls. We'll see you on Thursday. Again, we'll live on Thursday. It'll be Assumption on the road again on Thursday. Opponent TBD. We're awaiting the results of Lodi and Aquinas. We'll find that out, but we will be there. Zaleski Sports will be there. We are off the air until Monday. We've got softball. It is Marshfield at Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln. Steve Maves will be on the call, and a whole bunch of highlights, including this one. Highlights of this game coming up later tonight on Facebook at Zaleski Sports. For Lucas Olheisel, Jason Zaleski.